Do you guys think that's a fair trade for the guy to give you monogamy, given what you guys do for work?
If I got in a serious relationship, I wouldn't dance anymore. So
yeah,
I think
exactly.
it is
Right. That's what I said. If I were married, I would never dance again.
Right.
Okay. So you guys would try to make it fair by quitting dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man
What
looks
about
at a track record though. There's a track record. They gonna look. A man gonna want to know your past. I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to,
That,
but I'm just letting you know
agree,
the truth.
I agree. Because that circles back to our conversation from earlier.
Well, hold on. Let me ask her too. Would you be like, for you, you would quit dancing as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Totally.
You were saying something. You said the track record matters. Go
The
ahead.
value of the woman, your purity. They want to know. That's the most amazing thing about a woman is your purity. So if you can't offer that to a man, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys agree, disagree with that?
I disagree because not everybody does everything that everybody else does in the club.
Right.
Well, but it's the fact that you were in the club. Yeah. But this kind of circles back to our conversation from earlier when we, like, Myron, when you were doing the stuff with the camera and stuff, we were talking about how we were talking about the cheating thing, and we're saying, like, if you're a woman of value and you have the purity, like, you know what I mean, like, you hold value, you can cook clean, you don't have a past, like, then you can kind of demand these things. But like I said, and I don't want anybody to get offended by this because I'm just saying what it is, like, you are automatically devalued the second that, like, you become a dancer. Mm-hmm. Like, realistically, those things are never going to be erased from your track record. Like, the mental things that you have to go through when you're a dancer, like, no pure woman would ever go through. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't know if you didn't come.
It don't matter because that means you're just not for me.
It does matter because, like, you have, like, and like I said, like, you're a virgin, so, like, you're an anomaly to this, but like, a lot of strippers have a high body count, even, like, for girls and stuff, like, you're just exposed to a lot of, like, sexual activities, and that's supposed to be kind of exclusive to you and your man only with the intimate moment. So I think that you guys are kind of, like, messed. I don't want to say that, but you guys are messed up in the head.
Trying to say they're cooked?
Yeah.
I just think that it's unfair for you to demand a monogamous relationship with a man, because it's like, what are you really providing? I mean, it's not like he's getting a girl that's never been used, touched, looked at, because at the end of the day, like, you could touch nobody, but you're still dancing naked on a pole. And, like, you could choose another profession, or if you really just didn't want to work and you don't feel like you have the capacity, like, a mental capacity to work a job, then, like, you could just become a stay-at-home wife. You could have just stayed a virgin, could have just been a good girl, could have found a man, and, like, it is possible. Like, every woman, like, if you just keep those, main values, then every woman could get wifed up. But
so they're cooked. You gonna take that from her? She don't strip. She don't know what's happening.
Ladies, do you agree, disagree with that? What would your response be to what she's saying?
I mean,
with the girls that dance.
Misogyny.
I mean, I get your point. I get your point. But if you sit here and you value yourself and you don't say yourself low, you know how you carry yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. If you carry yourself and you move a certain way, you know you're not like that.
No, but I think that you're just being delusional. And I know, but just being like, I don't want to be like that. But I just no. Chill. I'm being. Hey,
if you've never been in the trenches, you wouldn't know.
Please, hold on, because actually I
haven't.
Okay.
You haven't.
About
you haven't came from the bottom.
You don't know anything about me.
You haven't came from the bottom. That's all I know.
I did not come from the most wealthy family, and I did have a lot of struggles, and I did grow up. I'm still in high school. I actually go to one of the more, I guess you could call, ghetto high schools in Miami. But, like, I have been exposed. Like, my whole childhood, I grew up basically around.
You got knowledge.
I grew up in Liberty City. I grew up around Overtown. I grew up around everywhere. I had my old best friend grew up in the pork and beans, and I experienced all these different cultures. It was up to me to choose.
You sound so suburban saying that. Like, it's just like, I'm so sorry. Like, it's so hard. Like, it's so hard.
Because I choose
the hood or anything.
Because I don't think that being ghetto is cute. I think that being classy is.
So do you think that? So do you think that all dancers are just ghetto?
Yeah. I think to have, like, the courage to, like, just
so maybe you're not classy yourself.
So let me get it straight. You don't know the actual, like, for example, you've been growing up in the hood, going through it a long time, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Like, you were in the trenches, right? Struggling, busting your ass off. So you did what you had to do. She's telling you it's wrong.
And look, and you can say that, okay. You can say about me, and you can say that I sound so suburban. I have my ex-best friend still. Like, I still keep in touch with her. She actually got into UF and she's in pre-law track now.
Oh, shit.
And she doesn't talk in any type of way. Like, she uses proper grammar. She doesn't use her how she started off in life as, like, an excuse to act a certain way in the future. Because you know what? Like, if you want to believe in God and you guys preach God so much, then God gives you all the tools
Assets.
necessary you need to build yourself up in life. That's all you need. All you need to do is have determination, hard work, go to school, get educated, stay away from these things, because you're going actually into the devil's play when you go.
I still go to church though.
But it
So what that mean?
No, it just
God loves everybody, baby.
Yeah.
no, but
That's never a thing.
God
God
said,
is
come-
judgmental.
Come how you are.
We're not gonna get religious
Real
now.
quick, thank you, Nick.
By the way, 2 more subs and then push-ups. But I mean, you can stop now though. You can stop now.
Oh yeah, we almost to 1,000 subs.
Yeah, you can stop now though. It's
It's her
fine.
religion.
I don't know. I just think that, and it's not just my religion. I mean, come on, no, it's not. It's just basic morality.
Facts.
It's basic morality. Like, I'm sorry, but like,
Well,
I'm
wait,
sorry.
your
but, like,
religion has the same values, though.
I mean,
You no, her, because she's
Oh,
saying it's
yeah.
religion, but you're Christian, right? You go to church.
I'm not Christian. I'm Catholic.
Oh, we had those.
that's even more strict.
But I mean, that's
So
worse.
what?
Yeah, that's even more strict.
We believe in the Virgin Mary.
But what does that? What does that
you're
have
very
to do?
far
Wait,
from
what
it.
is? The way you're carrying yourself, you're trying to act like you so Miss Perfect, and you're
No,
not.
I'm not. I'm not
And you're
perfect.
not.
I'm not perfect.
But you're trying to say like, oh, because we're
I'm
not
just
proper,
saying that
'cause we're
look,
ghetto,
I'm
'cause
not
we're
perfect.
perfect.
You
You
got a
are
lot to learn,
though.
girl.
No, I'm
You
not.
are though, because you're trying to say that we're not proper.
Okay, look, listen.
Oh my God.
Listen, if I was, listen, here, let's break it down really quick. If I was
Okay,
perfect,
so maybe choose your words correctly.
no, I am choosing them correctly. You're just not hearing them correctly. Hold on.
not.
So,
You're not, though.
hold on. Just give me a second. All right, just here. Just open your mind and think really quick, okay? I'm not perfect.
listening.
Okay, no.
I'm
I know I'm being very serious right
I'm
now.
listening.
Like, oh, okay. I'm not perfect. Obviously, like, I'm not a virgin. Obviously, I'm not perfect. Let's start there. I have my imperfections. I have my insecurities and stuff. I have things that I need to work on. But never in my life did I ever get to the point where I had to go on a pole and strip.
Ain't never been that down bad.
I mean,
I mean, like, that's a whole different thing. I mean, like,
Nobody
this is a
asked.
whole, like, sub-level of life.
Nobody asked.
I mean, like, do you understand that, like, the average normal, I'm gonna say normal person will never, ever, ever experience the things that you guys are going through.
Bitch,
like,
please.
no, you guys are. I mean, come on. I mean, how many traditional women or just women in general? I mean, yes.
Girl, you're gonna do all this and still get cheated on some days.
I feel like
I know, because
I feel like only
but at
people
least-
that's
look,
against
look, but
dancing
at
is
least-
people
but
that
I'm
know
gonna
they
tell you
cannot
something.
dance.
There's
Like,
bitches that shake their ass in the club for free.
If
They
you-
will go out, bitches.
to the club.
No, I'm saying there's bitches right now that you could sit here and look. They'll be we could go to a restaurant right now and bitches will be drunk, shaking their ass on the street, just having fun,
For the
whatever,
free.
for the free.
But you guys
What
are
are
just
we doing? We're
but
getting
you guys
money,
are just
though.
you guys are just
Where
eye
at?
candy.
Like
You guys
his
are not
Panther?
like holding anything
Shout
for
out to you,
yourself
bro.
as
And what
well.
are you holding?
I think, huh?
What do you hold as a woman?
Value.
What value?
What value?
I don't know.
The value of
What
not
value?
showing myself, exposing myself the way you
But
guys
besides
are.
all of that, it doesn't have to. Like,
No,
what
she
is the
found
value
that's
for
valid.
you
That's
though?
valid because
Yeah.
that's purity. That is
just
again
I'm
purity.
holding myself because when a guy looks at look, I'm gonna be very
Purity
blunt
is
right now.
having your virginity.
When a guy looks at you guys, he's looking at you guys for like toys or like eye candy. But when they look at a girl, like I'm gonna just use her as an example because I think that you're very traditional and everything in your relationship is going well. I just think that when they look at her, there's a more likely chance that she's gonna be taken serious by a guy.
Okay, but we
and
never
she can
said
demand
that. We
more
said if we
things.
get married, of course we're gonna leave that
They
life.
can still get cheated on.
No,
so
but
what?
you guys are just.
And you're
gonna have a
saying
very-
that
I
we're
just think
cooked
that
if we leave,
Yeah.
right? We don't
Like,
have no
everyone-
type of
Maybe you
like
would take
future.
somebody
Like,
that cheated on you
a man
back.
at
You
the
have
end
no
of the
respect
day.
for yourself either.
Man is a man at the
No,
end
no,
of
no,
the
but
day,
it's not the
so.
same thing.
Like you taking,
It's not
it is. If you taking back somebody that cheated on you, you got no self-respect
It's not the
either.
same
You can
thing.
walk
Look,
away.
it's not the same thing.